Hello, YouTube viewers. Today I bring you a review of the Batman Sideshow Premium Format exclusive. This statue has also been out for a little while now, and it's been received with mixed reactions. Some people really like it, some people don't like it at all. I'm on the side of liking it quite a lot. I think it's a really, really well made Batman. It's got good size, good weight, a great sculpt, and just really well executed down to its mixed media cape, which a lot of people don't like mixed media capes. I like them. I don't mind them. I think it saves on the weight of these statues. Otherwise, a Batman with a fully sculpted cape is pretty heavy and will have some issues. But either way, yeah, I bought this off of an eBay seller who had them brand new, and this guy described it to a T. When I received them, it was brand new, unopened, and I was pleasantly surprised. But this statue is the base itself. I believe it takes place in like a Arkham Cemetery. It's got some gothic touches to it. It's mostly grays and browns and some blacks. So he's standing on a tombstone and also on some bricks, which look very realistic. I mean, these things it looks amazing. The detail on this base is really, really good. But because it is such a dark base and has very conservative colors, it's really tough to appreciate it. It says Amadeus Arkham, and it's kind of broken off. It's got like a 4-1, I believe 411, and it says I think Mad Dog on it. I'm not really sure, but it's pretty cool. Nice base. He's perched up on it, looking down at a would-be victim ready to pounce. When we start with his boots, they're kind of like armored boots with the Batman insignia right above them. They look like they're muddy. They look like he's been out fighting for quite a while. And then as you move up, he's got a lot of battle damage throughout his suit, whether it's the pants, whether it's his upper torso. He's got claw marks here, bullet shots, bullet holes by his chest and upper torso. And then you look at all the detail really throughout this statue. Whether it's the armoring on his suit, the utility belt is gold. It's like a darker gold, and it's got a lot of really good detail. It's fully sculpted. Again, the only mixed media is going to be the cape, and this looks to be leather, and it's posable, to a certain extent. And they claim that they're really posable. They're not that great. The one thing that I will say about the cape, going back to that, is it's a little bit of a chore to initially get it in there and have it fit well, because if you put it in first and then you go ahead and put the head sculpt on it, and it looks terrific when you have it done properly, but it takes a little bit of play to get it right, and at times it feels like you're gonna break it. So that's a little bit of a negative, but wasn't a big deal. This is the exclusive, so it comes with the switch art hands that hold the batarangs. The regular hands, I think they're clenched. I have them in the box. I'm not going to get it now. But this has the batarangs, so I chose to display them with the batarangs. That's the way that I want to display them. I think it looks great that way. And, I don't really switch out a lot. Once I go with a particular, pose and look and put the box away in the garage, I'm not going to go dig for it just to change the way it looks. It doesn't really matter that much. So I like to have the exclusives because they're easier to sell or resell in the market. And, with statue collecting, you think, man, I love this statue. I'm never going to get rid of it. And then next year, something comes out and it's the same character, but it looks better, or you just want it. And, it helps to resell them when you're not really attached to them. But this one I do like quite a bit. I'm not looking for another Batman. I know there's a lot of great ones out there. But this was, priced right, because the statues have gotten so expensive today. But going back to the statue, again, the sculpt is terrific. The paint is unbelievable. There are very, very, very little flaws, if any. I mean, if you look at any statue you get from most of these manufacturers, you're going to find a nitpick here and there, but you'd be hard-pressed to find one on this statue. They went above and beyond. The quality control was amazing on this in terms of fit and finish. I mean, this thing fit on the base well. It was easy to put together. There wasn't a lot to it except for the cape. Once again, I'll reiterate, that cape was very tough. But once you get through that, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's a really cool statue. It's taller than they advertise it on their website. I forget what it says on Sideshow. I think it's like 20 inches or something like that. It's more almost like 21 and a half, 22. So it is pretty tall. It will take up a little space, but it fits, in most display cases that you may have if you're already collecting statues. So there's a 1/4 scale. So it's 1/4 of its actual size. That's how they're advertised. I'm sure there's not always perfect, but it's pretty damn good. Again, this is still available on Sideshow's website. And if you want to get it, I don't think you'll regret it. But if you don't like the pose, I'm not sure if seeing it in person will change your mind. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't see it in person until I bought them. And I'm glad I did. I really, really like the way this Batman looks. I think they did a beautiful job with overall the presentation. He looks like Batman, feels like Batman. And his portrait is really, really, really well done. It just looks really, really good. So if you're on the fence about this statue, I highly recommend it if you're in the market. I really like it. That's it. I'm done with this review. Thank you for watching. Take care.